What's up, everybody? It's KB the Dragon, and the quest Tracing the Stars is finally led us to Destiny's first stasis trace rifle, Ager Scepter. But now that we have it in our hands, is it worth all the work, and was it worth all the hype? Let's find out. And if you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, please hit that subscribe button, and you can catch my weapon reviews, build videos, and more. And with that out of the way, let's take a look at Ager's stats and perks. Ager Scepter is a 1000 RPM stasis trace rifle that comes with two unique perks. The first perk is called Ager's Call. This gives the gun the ability to make a slowing burst, which is around 10 meters when you defeat a target. Most trash mobs in PvE will be slowed and frozen, but higher tier adds and Guardians in the Crucible will just be slowed by the effect. Guardians take about 50 stacks of slow, which means that you'll have to use other methods to secure a freeze, like dustfield grenades or hunter shurikens. The next perk is Rhaegar's Refrain, which allows stasis final blows to transfer ammo to your mag from reserves. Stasis final blows include finishing an enemy with a stasis ability, shatter damage, even kills on enemies who are just generally affected by stasis. You get 10 bullets per kill, and Refrain even works when your weapon is stowed. The true beauty of this weapon comes from how much synergy it creates when combined with stasis. Fragments like Whisper Refraction, which gives you class ability energy when defeating slow or frozen targets, and Whisper Endurance that gives you super energy for killing frozen targets. Hunters can take it a step further by an aspect called Grim Harvest to consistently make a lot of stasis shards that can be used with Whisper Conduction and Rhyme to turn your hunter into an absolute tank. And that just touches the surface of the synergy this weapon can create. Warlocks can use Whisper or Bonds to get them super energy on frozen targets, with Mantle of Battle Harmony for crazy super uptime. And that super uptime has great synergy with this weapon's catalyst. Ager's catalyst is absolutely insane. Will-Given Form can be activated by holding the reload button when you have a fully charged super. The catalyst will overflow your magazine to a max of 194 and give you a damage buff as well. In PvE, the damage buff is about 80%, and for PvP, it's 82% extra to the head and 70% to the body. And on top of that, targets hit with the Scepter will begin to slow and freeze. You get these perks till you reload the gun, switch weapons, or your super energy is just drained. Luckily, you have Rhaegar's Refrain reloading your gun, since all the frozen targets being defeated activates the perk. The damage buff also turns this weapon into a DPS and a burst damage monster at a moment's notice. Use the burst to down a champion, then immediately swap for reload to conserve super energy. And now that you understand how the perks work, let's see how this weapon performs in PvE. In PvE, Ager's performs extremely well as an ad clearing machine. Each kill changes into the next effortlessly. Kill one ad, slow, or even freeze nearby enemies, making them easier to clean up after that. That trickles into reloading your weapon with Rhaegar's Refrain, and if you have stasis equipped, you can build your character to generate super energy like crazy. Once the super is full, you can cash in the meter for even more effective crowd control. On top of that, since you control how long the buff lasts, you can burst down enemies like champions with ease. Also, in high level content, your team can heavily build around you. They can equip stasis as well and take advantage of stasis shards to build overshields or cooldown abilities, or use light subclasses by taking advantage of the focus and lens perk to bump the power of their abilities, since every time you kill someone, surrounding the targets become affected by stasis, and the catalyst slows and freezes people in general just for hitting them. Overall, Ager's is an amazing weapon for PvE, capable of being used in most situations, and the catalyst allows for it to be even more consistent. Try different combinations of stasis fragments and aspects and see how much potential you can squeeze out of this weapon. But let's see how this gun fares in the Crucible. Let's take a look. Now for PvP, Ager's comes in with 17 damage to the head and 13 damage to the body with an optimal TTK of 0.81 seconds. As for body, we have 1.1 seconds, which leads us toward an average TTK of 0.99. With the catalyst active, we jump to 31 for a crit with an optimal TTK of 0.53 seconds and 0.68 seconds to the body with 22 per hit, leaving us with an average with the catalyst of 0.6 seconds. That rivals the Last Word's optimal TTK. And make it even better, you can maintain these numbers as far as 37 meters away. On paper, all of this sounds amazing, but in my opinion, Ager suffers from the same drawback as other trace rifles. In PvP, they just don't do enough in my opinion to be considered a special weapon. The fact that they take special ammo kills the weapon type for me. They almost just seem like auto rifles with extra steps. Overall, using this weapon feels like it makes the overall power of your loadout weaker, since you lack the one-hit potential of a shotgun or a sniper. It's almost like you're running around with double primary, but you need special ammos to keep it going. To top it off, kills only slow nearby targets instead of freezing, and the gun doesn't become a real threat until your super is charged. All of this unfortunately holds it back with being useful in a dedicated loadout for me. Although if you want to be sneaky, you can swap this weapon while your super is charged to take advantage of the catalyst in Trials or Comp. But overall I believe Ager's is an amazing addition to the D2 sandbox. It adds a level of synergy to our stasis subclasses that should be looked at as the golden standard for exotics moving forward. It's a beautiful fusion of weapons and abilities that embodies the true power fantasy of Destiny. It's worth the grind to complete, and it's a ton of fun to make builds around. The sky is truly the limit for this weapon, and the catalyst makes it even better. Tell us in the comments what builds you've come up with so we can try them out. And thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.